How Dubai became rich, from desert to global powerhouse. Imagine standing in the middle of the desert. No skyscrapers, no luxury hotels, no artificial islands, no supercars. Just sand, small fishing boats, and a few thousand people trying to survive in one of the harshest climates on Earth. Now imagine transforming that place into one of the most famous cities on the planet in less than a lifetime. This is the incredible story of Dubai. Long before Dubai became a symbol of wealth and ambition, it was a small settlement located on the coast of the Arabian Gulf. For centuries, life here was difficult. The desert climate made farming almost impossible, and the region lacked the natural resources that many countries rely on for growth. Most people earned a living through fishing, trading, and pearl diving. Pearl diving was especially important. Divers would spend hours underwater, searching for natural pearls, risking their lives to support their families. By the early 1900s, Dubai had become a modest trading center. Its location allowed merchants to connect markets across Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. But despite this advantage, the city remained relatively poor. Few people could have imagined that this small coastal town would one day become a global destination. Then disaster struck. In the 1920s and 1930s, Japan began producing cultured pearls. These artificial pearls looked almost identical to natural pearls, but cost much less. The global pearl market collapsed. For Dubai, this was devastating. Many families lost their primary source of income. Economic conditions became extremely difficult. At the same time, the world was experiencing the Great Depression, making the situation even worse. Dubai faced a major challenge. Without a strong economy, many wondered how the city would survive. But sometimes the greatest opportunities appear during the most difficult times. And one opportunity was about to change everything. Oil. In the 1960s, oil was discovered in Dubai. This marked a turning point in the city's history. For the first time, Dubai had access to significant financial resources. Oil exports began generating revenue that could be invested in infrastructure and development. Roads were built, schools were constructed, hospitals opened, modern utilities expanded across the city. But here's what made Dubai different. Many countries that discover oil become heavily dependent on it. Dubai's leadership understood that oil would not last forever. Instead of relying entirely on oil revenues, they began investing in the future. They used oil money as a tool to build something much bigger, a diversified economy. This decision would become one of the smartest economic moves in modern history. Dubai's leaders realized something important. The city's location was one of its greatest assets. Sitting between Europe, Asia, and Africa, Dubai was perfectly positioned to become a global hub for trade and transportation. Massive investments were made into ports and airports. Businesses from around the world were encouraged to establish operations in the city. Special economic zones offered incentives to attract international companies. At the same time, regulations were designed to encourage investment and entrepreneurship. Dubai was no longer thinking like a small city. It was thinking like a global business center. And the world started paying attention. Companies arrived, investors arrived, tourists arrived. The transformation accelerated. As Dubai grew, it became known for something unique, thinking bigger than everyone else. Projects that seemed impossible suddenly became reality. Massive highways connected the city. Luxury hotels appeared along the coastline. Then came the skyscrapers. The most famous of them all was the Burj Khalifa. Standing over 800 meters tall, it became the tallest building in the world. But Dubai wasn't finished. Engineers created artificial islands in the shape of palm trees. Entire neighborhoods emerged where only water existed before. Gigantic shopping malls offered attractions ranging from aquariums to indoor ski slopes. Every project sent a message. Dubai wanted to become one of the most recognizable cities on Earth. And it worked. Millions of visitors became fascinated by the city's ambition. Today, oil represents only a small portion of Dubai's economy compared to earlier decades. Instead, the city generates income through tourism, aviation, real estate, finance, logistics, and technology. Millions of travelers pass through Dubai every year. The city hosts major international events, conferences, and business meetings. Its airports rank among the busiest in the world. Its ports connect global trade routes. People from nearly every country on Earth live and work in Dubai. What began as a small fishing community has become one of the most international cities ever created. But the city continues looking. Dubai's story is not simply a story about oil. It's a story about vision. A story about taking a small desert settlement and turning it into a global powerhouse. From pearl divers risking their lives in the Arabian Gulf to skyscrapers reaching above the clouds, Dubai's transformation remains one of the most remarkable urban success stories in modern history. Whether you admire its approach or question its methods, one thing is undeniable. Few cities have changed the world as dramatically as Dubai, and its story is still being written.